Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV. Today, we're going to talk about trust and how as a leader, we can build more of it. Are you ready? Let's get started. It's hard to overestimate the importance of trust for us as a leader. When there's greater levels of trust between us and those that we lead, then the ability for us to get things done goes up. The ability for us to get things done faster goes up. We'll likely be safer, more productive, and 100 other things happen when there's higher levels of trust. This isn't just some sort of soft, nice thing. This is a hard business reality. Trust. And so as leaders, we want to be more trusted and more trustworthy. Right? Now, here's the interesting thing. When I say trusted and trustworthy, you get two different things. There's basically two ways to think about the word trust. Trust is a noun, something that exists, and trust is a verb. It's something that we do. So if we want to build more trust, we got to talk about the doing part now, don't we? Because if we do some things, then we'll get more of the noun. So the more of the verb we do, the more of the noun we get. So what are some things that we can do as leaders to build higher levels of trust? Let's get started. The first one is get feedback. Find out from people how trusted you are, how much trust is there with others. Now, you might not be able to come right out on the first day and say, hey, how much do you trust me? That may not quite work, but you can begin to ask questions to learn more about how people feel about their relationship with you, about how much they trust you, about how things are going with you. Now, you may hear some things that make you feel really good, and you may hear some things that don't make you feel so good at all. So the second point is you've got to be responsible. If you get some feedback that says, hey, we don't really always trust your agenda, or we don't always know where you're coming from, or whatever it is, what you got to do is you got to take responsibility for it. Yes, they are their perceptions, but their perceptions are based on something, right? So don't rationalize, don't excuse, don't blame others. Take responsibility. Say, okay, if I want greater levels of trust and the feedback tells me that I don't have it, what do I need to do? Third thing you got to do is get over yourself. Get over yourself. Well, which really means stop being so selfish. Maybe one of the most important things I've learned in my life is that a lot of times I've been too darn selfish. And here's the thing. If we want to build greater trust with others, we got to quit worrying about our agenda and our stuff and focus more on their agenda and their stuff. How can I help them get what they want? If I can do that, then I can build greater levels of trust with them. Get over yourself. Next, get things done on time. Tell someone you're going to deliver something at a certain time, deliver it. Do the very best that you can. If something comes up, you got to let people know ahead so they can adjust and that it can make it, help make it more palatable for them. But bottom line is, if you want to build trust, if you tell somebody you're going to do something at a certain time, get it done then. If you do that, you'll build trust. Next is to get people help. Get them help, especially as a leader, right? As a leader, you have expertise and resources and knowledge and technology and all sorts of things that might help people achieve what they need to achieve. So why not help them? Why not give people what they need to be more successful? If you give them help, they will begin to trust you more. Next, be consistent. Now, you don't have to be perfect because you're not going to be that. Like, you got no shot at that, right? But you can try to be consistent. You can be a person that people, even if there's something that you do that they don't love, at least that they know that consistently that's what's going to happen. That builds trust. I mean, it builds trust when people know what to expect. If you say you're going to deliver on time, then deliver on time, as we said before. But being consistent is about people knowing what to expect, and trust is built, or trust is understood more when we are consistent. And lastly, maybe most important of all, trust them first. Offer trust to others. Because think about this for a second. When someone really trusts you, what do? You try to live up to it. You work to get it. You don't want to lose it. So what happens if you as a leader trust people more? Show them more gratitude. Give them more latitude. Don't set them up to fail, but trust them more. You trust others more, trust will grow. It just will. Yes, provide a safety net. Yes, lots of things you can do, but trust them first. Someone's got to go first. The more of the verb we do, the more of the noun we get. Someone's got to go first. Why not you as the leader? So we've talked about one of the most important things that we can think about in leadership, and that is how do we build greater levels of trust. I hope that this was useful and helpful for you. Let's close with today's tweet. One of the most valuable things you can do to lead more effectively is to build higher levels of trust. As I've said throughout this video, trust is the foundation of leadership success. Treat that foundation carefully, nurture it, and let it grow. Do you struggle to provide feedback and coaching to underperformers and problem employees? Is change hard for you to implement, draining the motivation and focus of your team? Do you struggle to communicate effectively with the diverse and sometimes challenging personalities within your organization? If you are a leader looking for a chance to learn more in a supportive and collaborative environment, this is your chance. The Remarkable Leadership Workshop is a powerful 2-day learning experience that combines proven, practical approaches with the chance for peer interaction to help you master effective leadership. If you're serious about your future and you're ready to learn how to communicate more assertively, delegate more effectively, and lead more successfully, join us for an upcoming session. Click on the link below to learn how you can become the leader you were born to be.